Hey guys, Paul from Ashen Phoenix. It is New Comic Book Day for the week of January. January.
Whoa!
Knew it was gonna happen.
Whoa!
Hey guys.
Whoa!
You asshole. Hey guys.
Whoa!
You asshole.
Go on, I'm done.
Hey guys, Paul from Ashen.
Oh, I'm not done.
I was waiting for you.
I didn't do it.
I know, but I was expecting you to, and that's why I couldn't do it.
I'm fine now. I'm not doing anything.
know,
Come on, man. Jeez. Deep breath, deep breath. Serious face.
Hey guys, Paul.
Come on, man.
Hey guys.
Whoa! I'm done now.
If you watch the behind-the-scenes stuff, it is ridiculous.
Hi everybody, I'm Paul from Ashen Phoenix from Team Ashen, and I'm here to tell you that this is comic reviews for the week of December 14th. We're going to go ahead and get started. Make sure you wait until the end to find out if you won a thing, because we do things, and you could win a thing, and things are fun, aren't they, Paul?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
We're going to get started right now. All right, first up this week, because, Death of X is over, so obviously we're right into Inhumans versus X-Men #1. Unlike Death of X, this was really good, and I was not expecting it to be good. I was expecting to just be a terrible crossover as Marvel's just been cranking them out over and over and over again. But this one seems like it has a little bit of weight to it, because if you don't know what's been happening over the last 2 years, the Terrigen Mists are moving all over the world and slowly but surely killing off all of the mutants. And we now figure out that the Terrigen Mist is about to disperse and permanently go everywhere, making Earth uninhabitable to mutants. So, the inevitable war is starting. This is really well done. I wasn't expecting some of the twists and turns. Wasn't expecting the tactics. I wasn't expecting who was going to be on what side. Definitely pick this one up. If you're a fan of the X-Men, you'll love it. Even if you're not, I think this is actually a pretty good one to pick up. I don't know if you can jump right into it, though, without at least knowing a little bit of what's going on in the X universe and the Inhumans universe. As much as I don't want to say it, pick up Death of X. It's actually a pretty good lead-in to what's going to be going on in Inhumans versus X-Men. So definitely a pick up.
Alright guys, Tim from Capes and Scowls, and I'm here to tell you about some comic books like I always do. And you guys love it, so I'm going to do it. So here we go. Optimus Prime #1 by IDW. I have not read a ton of Transformers recently. I've read the old Marvel stuff. It was pretty good. And I've not read a ton of it since then. This has 2 stories in one. It focuses on events that happened in the past and events that are happening currently. IDW has made this world where G.I. Joe and Transformers and ROM and Mask and all the 80s properties, for the most part, kind of interact together. I'm not digging that world, because I read ROM last week and it really didn't grab me. The story that takes place in the current timeline bored me to tears. I just couldn't get behind it. The story that took place in the past, which focused on Optimus Prime when he was younger, and he was like a cop kind of on Cybertron, that story was great. So I am guessing that if you're following Transformers, you will probably enjoy this completely. If you're an old fan, you might not get it. Like, I didn't quite get it. But the writing was solid. The art was kind of crap. I didn't like the art at all throughout the whole issue. But the story was good overall. But, yeah, it's worth checking out. Maybe you would like it, but I'm kind of in the middle on it.
Hey guys, it's Lexii Lux here, and I'm going to be reviewing Hawkeye issue #1. Honestly, it was a pretty good story. It wasn't very eventful, but there was something pretty cool that happened at the end, and Hawkeye basically thinks that she found the person who she's looking for when really she didn't find the person she was looking for. So like, that person that she was looking for that other person for that other person got snatched. So it was good. It was great. Yeah, I would get it. It was great.
Next up, Supergirl's issue number 4, and it seems really, really heavy, but it's not, because this is a giant freaking thing. DC Rebirth has really been going crazy on their ad space, man. It's just been getting good. Huge. It's been huge for no reason whatsoever, and now there's like an 8-page flip out for their first crossover series, Justice League versus Suicide Squad, which it doesn't even look like it's going to be. Whatever. We're not gonna start trashing a book before it even comes out. So Supergirl. We are firmly in the arc of the Argo City problems. This is not Cyborg Superman, but it is Kara's father as sort of a cyborg Superman, wreaking havoc on the Earth, and he is now invaded with his armies. All hell is breaking loose, and Kara is stuck on Argo City with her sister and her mom. So, yeah, what's going to happen next? You're going to have to read to find out. Art has been great throughout this entire book. I've been a fan of it. And the writing is, like I said, it's been better than I was expecting it to do. When you read the first issue of Supergirl, I was really worried that it was going to be very high schoolish and almost a little bit too Batgirl for me. And they really haven't explored much of that at all. It still stayed pretty solid to Supergirl. Now, that might change in the next arc, but right now, so far, it is a very solid book, and I suggest picking this one up.
All right, and my next issue is Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Adventures, issue number 2. We did the first issue. I enjoyed that issue. Similar to how the Batman Turtles book happened already, this one is more like the Nickelodeon cartoon for Turtles and the old Batman animated series, although I'm pretty sure the writer had nothing to do with that. This book was okay. Actually, issue 2 is probably better than issue 1, although it's just a lot of action, a lot of setup. It deals with your Batman villains interacting with your Turtle villains, and your Turtles interacting with Batman. It's kind of a classic trope, but it happens, and it happens well. The art is pretty good. It leans more towards the Turtle art than the Batman art in this issue. I don't know if that's by design, but it works okay. I enjoy where it went in the end, and it explores each character pretty well. If you love either of these properties, you should check it out. If you're a casual fan of either or, you may or may not like it, but this issue did pick up from issue 1 rather well, so you may enjoy it. So, give it another shot. Issue 2.
The second book I'm going to be talking about to you guys is Gwenpool Holiday Special Merry Mix-It-Up, or Mix-Up. Yeah, Mix-Up. And it's issue number 1. It was really hilarious. You have, basically in the beginning, Gwenpool and something going on with her, and then it pans to a whole different series of events that happens with a bunch of different heroes, basically, and villains. You've got Red Skull, you've got the Punisher, you've got SpiderMan, and most of all, my favorite kind of in the book is Hitler. So it's pretty well written. It's hilarious. It's a really good holiday book. Not for children, though. Not for children. But I would read this to anyone above the age of 18. I would say this is really, really good, so you should go get it.
Last up, Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, issue number 2. I was a little critical on this first issue because it just seemed kind of the writing has really picked up in the second issue. We are definitely in full swing, and that's not a pun because of Spider-Man. Yeah, whatever. But we are now introduced to Mary Jane, or this world's version of Mary Jane, as a full-fledged superhero, thanks to Regent's armor tech. And despite this being a Spider-Man book, and despite it being the normal like superhero stuff, it's the internal monologues between all the characters is very different. It feels very what's the wording I want to use? there's a lot of heart to this book, and it's not something you expect or have seen in a lot of the Spider titles recently. It definitely centers a lot of the family and really picks up the family aspects of this book. And the art is beautiful in it. Stegman's doing an amazing job. Conway's doing a great job writing. I'm really enjoying this version of Mary Jane and her kid, even more so than even Spider-Man in this book. So definitely pick this one up. You're going to love the fact that Mole Man's in it, and he's just as weird as ever. So definitely grab this one.
Alright guys, and my final book is DC Rebirth Holiday Special, which is, it does have a $10 price tag, but let me tell you, it's worth it because it's really thick. You get like 10 stories in this book, all holiday themed, and if you're a Christmas lover, you will love this book. Captain Christmas, Paul, where are you? You will love this book. This book was actually really good. Not every story was amazing. Easily, the best story in here is Detective Chimp. Detective Chimp is the best because he's a drunk and he's solving a case and he pretty much forces Batman to help him. The other stories include Green Lanterns. There's a story with Constantine and Wonder Woman teaming up. Batman and Superman team up, and there's a fun story where Batman's trying to get Damian the newest video game system, and Superman's trying to get his son this newest system, and every time he goes to the store, he can't find it, and when he goes to a store that has it, some villain will swoop in and fight him. It's a lot of silly, fun kind of stories. There's kind of like a narration in between the stories with Harley Quinn, written by Paul Dini, who is the guy who did do the Batman animated series, which is pretty fun. There's a lot of cool references. It's a wide variety of story, but it's definitely worth the $10. And Detective Chimp is the man, so you should get this. Detective Chimp.
Alright, and the last book I'm going to be reviewing for you guys is Shadows on the Grave. This is issue number 1, and it is absolutely amazing. If you love horror stories, just like me, you'll really enjoy this. It's basically got, I believe, 3 stories in there, and they're all different, but the illustration is absolutely amazing. It's very realistic, but at the same time very cartoony. So it's really, really, really interesting. I would definitely say 5 out of 5, you should go get it.
Alright guys, we were a little pressed for time this week, so there's not going to be a trade recommendation. However, there is still going to be a giveaway because it's Christmas time. So this week's giveaway from last week, if you noticed, it was a DC collectible for Batman. That winner is Bolt1224. He's a multiple winner, and that just shows, keep entering, guys. Even if you won before, we'll give you more stuff until it gets to the point where we can't anymore. But Bolt1224, shoot us a message. We will get your stuff to you. This week, I don't have it with me right now, but we're going to be giving away 2 limited edition pop vinyls to the winner. That's right, you get 2, because last week was 1. This week is 2. Next week, you're probably going to get the idea. So, in order to do that, in order to enter, make sure you are subscribed to our page. Subscribe to Tim's page for Capes and Scowls. Like this video, and then comment with a recommendation that you followed through on from our series. And it's that simple. We will pick a winner next week. And that is pretty much it, guys. We appreciate everything. We appreciate everybody who has been tuning in for the last 6 months. You guys have been awesome. We can't wait for how 2017 is going to go. And we're really appreciative of all the views and all the people sharing our stuff. Definitely appreciative of all of our Patreon fans who are getting a boatload of content this week because, man, I just couldn't stop screwing up. But we truly appreciate you guys. There'll be a link in the comments if you would like to become one of our Patreons. You will see a flashcard at the end of this video with kind of a shout out to all of our guys, and we appreciate it. And we will see you guys next week.